So all right, so now you signed you signed to
St. Francis, right?
So how was that transition, both on and off the court, like schoolwork, the playing, like how was this transition coming from JUCO? You went from 2 years, now you went to 4 years.
I mean, the difference, well, on the JUCO for sure, I had a campus, so everything was like a dorm. You walk down the hill, you go to class. St. Francis, you walking through the streets of Brooklyn to go to class. You know what I'm saying? So that was a different experience field-wise. On the court-wise, I had to adjust to a whole different style of play because it was Division I basketball. So it's almost like they take out the best of you, of what you got going on. So I was very athletic. And the reason why I started most of my games. I think I started every game. Maybe not one, but I started every game. Long story short, I was athletic. And they saw that I was capable enough to guard the best offensive players. And that was a whole different element from how I was hooping at Jamestown. I was just putting the ball in the basket. Yeah. Now I'm playing D1 and it's like you're our best defender almost. So that's what literally gave me all the minutes being on the court. Because I feel like from the starting five to the bench, anybody could have put the ball in the basket. Yeah. But as far as like my defensive anchor, it separated me from everybody that was on the team to where that I kind of solidified my spot with that. And that's something I had to grow with, you know what I mean? Like a lot of people always talk about being the man and being that guy. I only averaged like 12, I think. My first year I probably averaged like 7, if that, but I'm talking about for my 2 years at St. Francis, I probably averaged 12. But most everything was like growing and understanding like how could I make a team better versus get better as an individual, you know? And I feel like if I didn't accept that side of me, I wouldn't have played a lot. Yeah. I wouldn't have got all the minutes that I got.
Now for sure, going to college, you definitely gotta like find like your niche. Find what's good for you.
D1 basketball specifically.
For sure, D1, you gotta just see what you good at, great at,
and grow with it.
Yeah.
So I mean, just because you might get minutes playing defense, that don't mean you can't find a way to figure out how to do it on offense. But it ain't gonna just be we gonna put the ball in your hands and we're going to live and die by how you play. Nah, you got to do something to help us be the best we can be as a team. Yeah. And Jalen Cannon, shout out to him. He was our best player at the time. Him and Brent Jones. Brent Jones is our point guard. But those are our seniors. I think it was juniors and seniors, I think, when we got there. And I had to kind of like grow with trying to help them, you know what I mean? Like in the aspect of how we better as a team to win games, you know what I mean? And because it's not about just individual accolades and you know what I mean? You could lose every game and be scored 30. That don't mean nothing, you know what I'm saying? So
trying your best to try to make these tournaments.
Try to
go as far as you could.
Stuff like that. But that helped me a lot though. It helped me find out how versatile I was as an athlete as far as like being able to be a two-way players, as they say now.
Yeah, two-way.
Yeah.
See, my boy Gooch, he interviewed Kevin Douglas as one of your teammates.
Kevin.
He was talking about he thought it was gonna be easy. He like I'm gonna load D1. I'm about to kill him first year. I'm about to cook them and then I'm gonna transfer.
Right.
His first he come, he says a rude awakening.
Right.
He was like, yo, I come in, there's some guy, he's cooking me. Everybody think, you know, it's a lot. It's a lot of people out here that hoop. So the competition is a big competition pool. So you gotta.
They can come from anywhere. Like
a
dude from Nebraska could end up at St. Francis. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? He might be the best player in Nebraska.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, he still got to perform for, you know what I mean, when it's time to shine. But that don't mean you can't get cooked just because it's a low D1.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean, some people fall in places where they don't. I won't necessarily don't need to be, but it's like you don't belong there. But you still got to go through that process. See what I'm saying? So the same way Kev probably felt like he didn't belong there, like you say, you got a rude awakening. It was like, you barely made it. You know what I'm saying? That type of life thing like that. So, but yeah, it get like that. That's just the real reality of life, bro.
So now you go into senior year, you make a jump. What do you think is the difference from your junior year to your senior year? What do you think was the difference?
I know I had more freedom to actually play the way I thought I was gonna play because all my seniors graduated, but like I just looked at it like opportunity comes and goes, you know what I mean? Like because there was other people too that was nice as well that, you know what I mean, earned the opportunity to, you know, just have more minutes and stuff like that. But you just got to be ready for your opportunity. I was a little more comfortable because I kind of had a year run of what it takes to be a Division I athlete, so I was able to like accept it like I'm a Division I athlete. But other than that, it wasn't that much of a difference besides like the level of competition. My senior, I think I played against Donovan Mitchell in Louisville, stuff like that. My first game was against Georgetown, St. Francis, at Georgetown. So that was my first time playing in a big arena and stuff like that. So that transition along, like I said, being competitive and playing against like people that got household names now, like Donovan Mitchell, Louisville. Damian Lee was there at that time. He killed us that game, but that was the difference though.
So all right, so let's talk about that. You said Donovan Mitchell. Y'all went to Louisville?
Yeah, we was at Louisville.
So how was that?
That was crazy, bro.
That's a big school.
Yeah,
that's
bro.
big.
Like everything was crazy. Like just the whole preparation the night before. You go in there, you get to the gym, you see the how big it is. Like
Rick Pitino was the coach at that time.
Yeah, I believe so. Donovan Mitchell barely hooped that game. I think, if I'm not mistaken, that's I said Damian Lee was the hot hand that day. So I don't know what the case may be, because I got a picture where I went up against Donovan Mitchell. That's how I realized how he was playing. But other than that, it was a dope experience, bro. Like it was just like almost like a wow moment where you don't realize like until after it's over, where it's like, yo, dang, right, all of that.
And then superstar.
Right, so that was just dope.
Right.
These are things that what is playing at a Division I program. That's what it did for me.
Wait, Damian Lee, that's Steph Curry, like brother-in-law or something?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly who he is. That's exactly who he is.
And he was cooking that game. You remember how much he had?
22 to 27, one or the other.
Yeah.
It was one or the other.
Yeah.
I had 12, caught 12, but my 12 was smooth though.
Take that.
And I hit some NBA 3-pointers, you know what I mean? So, but laid some 7-footers. Little.
Fire.
But that was a dope experience.
So senior year, you awarded all NEC senior year?
I think I got the second team. Second team. I think it was second team. I was fake mad about it. I don't know why, but I always think highly of myself. I don't know. I'm always going.
First team.
Yeah. So I mean, I think anybody would, but I got second team. I was appreciative. I am still, but I don't know. I just feel like I think that year I just feel like I did more than last year. But then again, I don't know exactly what I was up against, so
Gotcha.
But I definitely got second team.
I still love though, man.
Yeah, it is accolades.
Yeah, that's accolade. Add that to the list, man.
Especially playing D1, so
That's good. Especially coming out of B division.
Yeah, high school, right?
Most people not going nowhere out of that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
You lack the knowledge, you ain't really know what you was getting into.
Yeah, everything kind of worked out in my favor. Like you
go. Grind that out, then go D1. Now you all conference. That's fine.
Yeah.
Did you graduate from St. Francis?
Yeah, I graduated.
Got your
my bachelor's.
That's your bachelor's?
Yeah, definitely graduated.
How was that moment? Like, how did you feel about that?
Shoot, man, that whole day was exciting. Like, from waking up and being with your teammates and knowing like this is about to be your last walks around the dorms and getting the little stipend money and all that, like little stuff like that, where you're like, all right, this little baby pampering stuff about to be over with.
Yeah.
But graduation was dope. We over there in the promenade by the Brooklyn Park, as we speak now. Our graduation was there, so it was dope. Landscape as far as like the environment, and just being able to walk across that moment, have my parents there, through that journey and get my education behind. And for me personally, like I went to school. And I could thank basketball, because without that, besides earning a scholarship, I don't know if I really went to college. So the fact that I was able to leave with my bachelor's when the whole thing was like a mystery to begin with, it was a dope thing, experience from. Right. And then to now, like being where I am now, those are obviously we talking about 2016, how even obtaining my bachelor's degree helped me to this day. Yeah. So like, I don't want to jump into it, but like the stuff that I'm pursuing now, player development and coaching. My instructor for my class that I'm taking is the director of the LA Clippers player development. And one of the questions he asked me was, do you have your degree? You know what I'm saying? So you can always be chasing something, but you don't realize there's certain things that's important that you need. And like, that's what I'm saying, even if it's down to getting a job, everybody's not gonna go pro. Everybody's not gonna play in the NBA. So at some point, even if you was that man in high school, whatever case may be, and that time dial where you got to transition, which is okay. That don't mean you a failure at life. You know what I'm saying? But within that transition, if you're trying to get a job, they're going to ask you what's your education level. And based on that, you're going to get paid a certain amount. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I realized that it's really important, you know what I mean, to get your degree. It's not just about, getting I graduate. Nah, I really work on your favor. You get paid a difference. See what I'm saying? So stuff like that, and I don't feel like a lot of people focus on that.
Yeah.
Until it's too late.
So it's too late. Right? They might want to go back later. It's better to get it out the way as soon as possible.
That's what I'm saying. You going back later to get a degree when you said you could have been making that money this whole time. So like you just probably, you know what I mean? Try to go back in time, but like I said, it's never too late. So you don't want to. But that's the difference.
I was in college. I was seeing people in there like 60 years old. 70.
And then you could get a master's. As I say, it's levels. It's literally levels to having a degree. You know what I mean? You get paid differently when it comes to salary. So that's the main just where I could tell you that how it connects to like everybody try to say, oh, stuff you learn in school, you don't use it after. Like that degree really helps you, bro.
It does. It does. But do you think it really does? Like having a degree actually it helps get further like your pay and stuff like that. Do you think it really helps you like in the working field? Like I mean actually the degree, do you think that actually helps
the actual paper or the process?
Like the knowledge you learn from it. Like you think like, is it really used?
Yes.
Like
I think so. As far as like your experience. So like I said, being accountable, handling an assignment on time is almost equivalent to being to work on time. You know what I'm saying? Just understanding, certain things, how you could go about doing things. Like as far as like having an assignment and it's due 2 weeks from now, how you gonna break up these 2 weeks to get it done? Or you gonna wait till the last day to do it, be a procrastinator? So those are the things as far as like life's a skill that I feel like it really help you, life skills that it help you really learn. But as far as like, learn how to count to 10, if you want to emphasize that point, you might not sit there every day and count to 10. But I feel like those things that practice actually help you. Because it's like you practicing something and getting prepared for the real world. But still being, under a certain, umbrella to where it's like, it's not going to mess you over too much right now. Like, unless, you just fell off and got to pay for your classes, that's a waste. But life skills, it definitely work.
Growing up, I remember I used to see you like with your pops, your uncles. They used to come to, like our AAU games, tournaments and all that. Do you think that had an impact like on your life, like growing up? Do you think it had an impact on like you growing up and going to the next level, or having probably a certain mind frame or something, like anything? Like, you think it had an impact? Your uncles coming supporting your pops?
For sure. Like, with my uncles, I wanted to prove to them, almost like I felt like my whole career, like I was really like chasing to prove that I'm the best in the family. So where it kind of just like worked out for me on the other aspect, but that definitely helped because it was almost they was able to see the progression of where it started. You know what I'm saying? The same way I started watching them, they watching me now. So it's almost like pouring back into the cup that you poured out of. And having that support system. Having that support system having that support system is always great. You know what I mean? It goes a long way. You feel like you're not by yourself. You know what I mean? So, it definitely helped seeing my pops on the side. Especially that game you spoke about when I hit on the threes. The level of comfort. Or even when you get distracted and get out of your elements, you got somebody that know you. I can tell you, bro, snap out of it. And that happened to me before, literally in the middle of a game. So I can say it definitely helped. A lot more than I know.